3D Learning, Health Video 4. Now health is related to milk and honey, and the idea of tweaking the DNA so that those with allergies to those two products can enjoy easily and without any problem. So who will benefit and whose rights are to be held as more important in this process? That is the topic of our debate later as an end goal to this flipped learning class. Today we want to think about outlining. And outlining is a very important part of any writing. And if you learn to outline, you will not only read faster and do better, you will speak better and with more confidence. And so we want to look at how to make a quick outline from the story that you just read last video. In the paragraph section, use keywords only. The idea is in an outline is to outline, not to rewrite, but to write key ideas so that you can reference them quickly later. And remember, we said later in your debate, when you get closer, you need to reference your material quickly. You don't want to spend a lot of time rereading everything. You want everything to be quickly referenced, quickly found. So if somebody has a new idea and you already have that information, you know where to find it. And you can easily respond and quickly. So in the main topic, you want to look at the story and say, what is the real topic here? What is the main topic? The title that they give is very big and it gives a complete idea. But what is your main topic? I want you to write your main topic. What is the main focus of what you want to focus on in that story? Most stories have a really big, lots of arguments, it's really big, and then you get a headache because it's too hard to process. So you want to focus on what is the main topic, main goal of what you want to write. And then, under each paragraph, now there are 15 paragraphs, I think. In each paragraph, write 3 words about each paragraph, or 4 words. Don't use a lot of words, just there's a key word. Make a key word and add 1 or 2. A key word, add 1 or 2. When you focus on keywords, each paragraph has a key word, and it's really easy to find what you want to find. You know, when you're referencing, you want to go back and get that information. You don't want to read the whole story. You just go to that paragraph, and if it's a long paragraph or short paragraph, you want to find that keyword and make it easier. That's what outlining is all about. Paragraph is just a short idea. Using complete phrases or sentences. Now you're going to expand that and you're going to give 2 ideas about that paragraph 1. You have 2 or 3 words. Now you want to write 2 sentences about those 2 or 3 words. It's a little bit difficult, but you're focused on one key word, an idea, and make it into a little bit bigger. Just 2 ideas. If you have more than 2, that would be really great. Most struggle to get to. But make 2 or more. The book has enough for, I think, 10. You have 15, so you have to add more. Don't limit the ideas, because you need them later to reflect and build on when you prep for the debate. Remember, information can change. That's not so difficult. Write out your paragraphs. Now you have the main one, you have 2 ideas. Now, each point under the main, the paragraph, make a sentence. You have 2 points underneath. Okay? That's 3. Try to add 5 or 6 to each paragraph. But now you want to add a rebuttal paragraph. The rebuttal paragraph is, you make this statement. This is about this. Okay? You make a statement. Now you create an opposite idea. That's the beginning of understanding this, how the debate works. For and against, for and against, for and against. So when you write one paragraph, 5 sentences, you already have 3, because you have 2 sentences for expansion, plus you have the paragraph, 2 or 3 words, you can make a sentence. That's 3. Now you just add 2 more. Okay? And then you add a rebuttal. The rebuttal is kind of difficult because you're making this and you're saying this is true, but now you want to disagree. Disagree with what you just read you just put in the paragraph. Do this with your team. Each person having a rebuttal for each paragraph. It's not so hard. You have 15. 5 times 3. Okay? That's 3 rebuttals for each person if you have 5 in your team. So if I write a paragraph and I ask you to write a paragraph opposing it, disagreeing with it, I write 3 paragraphs. I ask 3 of my teammates to write a rebuttal. Now you have 15. So work that way. Make one, make a rebuttal. Make one, make a rebuttal. If everybody is in a circle and you write a paragraph, then you move it to the next person and they write a rebuttal. So everybody writes a rebuttal to the person's paragraph in the beginning. So you work on that 15 paragraphs. Very simple. Everybody writes, if you three paragraphs, everybody writes 3 paragraphs. You choose which ones you're going to do. 1, 2, 3 is one person. 4, 5, 6, one person. Okay? And they write 3 paragraphs. Okay? If you have a piece of paper, let me get one. You have a piece of paper and you fold it in half. You fold it in half. This one is your paragraph. This one is your rebuttal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you have 5 people, 5, and you have 15, then you have 3 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just do it that way. And then you just pass it around the circle. Pass it around the circle. So, I do it. I write my paragraph, and I pass it to the right or left. Everybody passes it to the right or left the same way. So you go around the circle, and then you write the rebuttal. If everybody writes 1 rebuttal and then passes it to the next one, okay, 2 rebuttals and the next one. So not everybody has to do it, right? Everybody will have equal writing, but nobody does it all by themselves. So share the burden. Share the burden. Now, when you are make a reference for each point you make, which means that you should do a little bit of research. Do a little bit of research. If you go to the URL where the story is, often on the browser it will give you related research. It will make it easier. Okay? But you can just research, this person says in this president or this person, researcher, says this. Okay? And you create a reference list. Now you start, as a team, you start referencing material that you can use to build your argument. Start building a reference list. That way, everybody finds 3 ideas. That's a lot of ideas already. If everybody, there's 5 people, 3 is only 15. But you can add ideas. You read for the argument. Don't read for vocabulary. Just read for the argument using your key words. And later we'll talk about that. If you go to MS Word, like here, you have reference right there. And in reference, you can create your own reference. Here it says, reference. Where's reference? Oh, there, sorry. There's reference. Okay. And you have, what you have here, APA, different kinds of references. You can manage them, so you can add to them. It's a very nice to keep track of everything. Because in your debate, you want to not say, I think. I think is opinions, and that's good for discussion. In debate, you want to say, this person said, I know, I heard, I read, no, I think. So you have, here you have more than 10, and you should start writing it out. One paragraph, only one paragraph and a rebuttal. One paragraph and a rebuttal. That's the beginning, and later you're going to revisit that and rebuild it. In the introduction, you have 5 people, 5 arguments. So if you have 15 ideas, choose 5 that you want to argue. 5 ideas that you can argue. One central point. What's your central point? And 5 ideas. Now you want to start talking about the 5 ideas. Okay? In introduction, person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4, person 5. In that sequence, you want to do it. So, make 5 arguments, 5 ideas that you want to argue. You can say, the bees don't take a lot of space, or we can move, there's an argument for putting bees in the city. Okay? So, the story says bees take too much space, it's in conflict with society, and you're saying no, bees don't take too much space, we need bees for other things other than honey. So argue for the bees. Keep the bees. Don't tweak the honey. We don't want the honey. We need the other things. Bees do other things. Same with, it says, cows are a problem. 14.5% of carbon CO2 comes from cows. So, how can we fix that problem? Make milk without cows. What do you do with cows? We still need cows. We can make cheese. So make an argument. Make 5 arguments about that story. 5 of them. And they are there. If you read the story, you look at the original story, they're there. Their idea is for technology. You can argue against technology and the value of bees and honey and other things. 5. Your focus is 5. Or as many, 1 per teammate. Okay? So in your introduction, use the 10 or 15 ideas and choose 5. Just 5. Just choose 5 to argue. Make a statement about your arguments. And then in the conclusion, you have the same 5, but the results of the 5. First these are the points we want to talk about, and these are the results of our talking about. In the same sequence. Okay, 5. Choose 5 arguments, and you go paragraph, rebuttal, paragraph, rebuttal, paragraph, rebuttal. Do it 5 arguments, 5 rebuttals, an introduction, and a conclusion. 12 paragraphs. 5 to 8 sentences. Don't make them really long. At this point, you're not making a speech. You just want to put down your ideas. This week, you have outlined the story, and you want to bring that to class. And then you want to have that discussion in class. Read the paragraph, read the rebuttal. Does it fit? Have that discussion. Okay? You've added new information. You added opposing arguments. And that's the beginning. We're starting to look at opposition. Always think disagreement. Be disagreeable. Be challenging. It's really good if you can do that. And you've expanded your ideas to reflect what you read. So you're looking at what you read, you make your argument, your paragraph, you make your rebuttal, 5 of them. So you're getting ready to think about 5 different points to argue, and a rebuttal. You look at your vocabulary, try to put them in the 5 points. Just choose 5 keywords and use them. You do that, come to class and read that little bit of paragraph and rebuttal to see how they match and expand your discussion. See you next class.